So what are your other favorite sports?
Let's see. What else do I like? I don't like lacrosse because it's only white people.
Yeah.
You know.
What, you like basketball is your favorite because the racial ethnic makeup is a little more diverse?
Yeah. Except when you watch basketball in the playoffs, it's all black guys on the court, and then the people in the stands are all white. They're the only ones that can afford the ticket. So that's sort of like icky.
It is. Yeah. Does
Bringing
watching
it down
sports
a
make you
little bit.
feel icky?
Sometimes, especially the college sports, because these poor kids are being taken advantage of for real,
Yeah. They're getting this free education, but how many of them actually,
Then to make myself feel better, I try to focus on, a lot of them are kind of rapey, so then I don't have to feel too bad for them because a lot of the athletes are kind of rapey. So then I go, well, I was sad for you, but now maybe I'm thinking statistic-wise, you're probably kind of bad person.
Yeah. What percentage of athletes, and college athletes specifically, are rapey?
67.
67%. That's too high.
It is way too high for today.
Aparna,
any
what
day.
percentage of comedians are rapey? Male and female.
Say at any given moment.
On any given Sunday, but it's a moment instead of a Sunday.
That's good. I like
Sunday
that.
moment. On any
Did you
given
just come up with that?
Sunday moment. It's Al Pacino, I think, came up with that.
Oh, okay. Hooah.
Yes.
41%.
Yeah, that's too high for comedians,
I know.
too. It's like, let's get these down. Let's get these percentages down.
Yes, let's get them down, not the pants. Let's get the percentage down, the pants up.
The pants
Yeah.
up, yeah. Unless you're wearing a jumpsuit
unless-
and you have to go pee.
Yeah.
Right? But
exactly.
see, I would be interested in a jumpsuit if I had this this midsection detachment feature.
You should have a jumpsuit that's like for one side of your body, where like the whole left side of your droopy body like stays contained, almost like a thunder shirt, but you can let the right side breathe every
What
once in
is
a
a
while.
thunder shirt?
You don't know
What's
a thunder
that?
shirt?
What is a thunder shirt?
It's what you put around a dog to make him feel safe during thunder.
Oh,
It's like swaddling a dog.
Yeah.
I did not know this. I thought it would be something more powerful, but it's instead to deal with.
You thought it would be what, like
terror.
Hulk Hogan wears so that he rips off?
Yes, that's what I imagine was the Hulk Hogan's shirt. Yes.
Speaking of which, how about wrestling? Where do you
Oh.
land on that?
I love wrestling, but I made a mistake to go in person once.
Oh.
Yeah.
This was probably pre-94 then, because you were saying the last time that you went out was the Cranberries, so before
Yes.
that?
Yeah, it was late 80s. Big Boss Man was there. And, it's like when you see in person, you see they don't get anywhere near each other when they hit. It's all camera angles. It's like if you went to the mall when Santa is on break and you went in the back and you saw Santa sitting there.
Right.
It's very sad and it ruins the illusion.
It's like if you took your kid to a mall, Santa, and said,
Yes.
hey, go sit on this chair instead of his lap.
Right.
But near Santa.
Near. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like the kid would be like, can't I just sit on his lap? You know what I mean?
but really, should we be putting children on anyone's lap in
Anyone's.
this day and age?
Yeah, not even your own.
Not your own lap. No, I think you maybe, just hold them up as long as you can, but don't let them rest on the lap.
Right, exactly. Like any time that, you have a bent knee, you're not allowed to hold children anymore.
I think that's a good rule. Is the knees bent, the kid is sent to their room, right? Right?
Do you think sports should be a little more interactive? Like if you're watching a sport and you go, I could do better than that, shouldn't you be allowed to run on the field or on the ice or anything and take part?
Especially tennis, because it looks like in tennis, it's like, let me try that. This is something I could do.
Yeah, tennis looks like something you could do because it's like you're holding up a stick
Yeah.
with a round thing on the end of it. And it's like, I could hit that thing.
Yeah, and they're going to serve it to this one area that if you just stick your stick out there for a while, you're probably going to hit it anyway.
Probably. And it should be that if you're playing tennis, if you're the professional, you should be able to like call people down from the stands and go, hey, cover this side of the court for me.
Absolutely. I don't know why they play on clay.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It's like the dirty kid said, I have a version of this we're going to try.
And also, they have these white shoes. The bottoms of those must be just disgusting by the end of this.
It's terrible. It's terrible. And where did they get all the clay? Who did they steal it from? Because this is a natural mineral that could be used to make pots or something valuable, and instead they're just being wasted on the bottom of those white shoes.
Yeah, that's when I see hockey, I think about that. It's like all of the ice cubes that could be in margaritas.
Yes, so many drinks could be made.
Yeah. Well, you truly are a sports expert. Thank you so much. Can you? We have to take a break. Can you stick around here?
Sure, because everything I gotta watch is TiVo'd. I don't have to go to the live performance.
It seems like you've TiVo'd sports from a month ago as well, because you're excited about this NBA Game 5.
Actually, I'm a little backed up.
Yeah.
So you caught me. You know. The fact is, though, that even though I'm a sports critic, amateur, I don't like write it down anywhere or anything. So I don't have the
I never even asked you where your writing is.
There's none. I just will talk to you about it if you want me to. So there's no pressure to be up to date because not
a lot of people are asking you about it?
No deadlines.
Okay, great. Well, tell you what, we'll take a break. When we come back, we have another exciting guest. Anna Parna will be with us.
Yes.
We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang.
Okay.
Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here with Aparna Nancherla. Just Putting It Out There is her record. Benson Ball Records. Where do people order this thing?
iTunes?
iTunes.
Amazon?
Amazon. And you can get a physical copy of this, or is it only available digitally?
No, you can get a physical copy.
You can.
Yeah.
And what's on the cover?
It's me holding an umbrella.
An umbrella. Why is that?
Because I think it might rain.
On the day of the shoot, or in general, it may rain?
I have an umbrella open and I'm looking at the sky uncertainly.
Great.
So
This sounds like quite a cover. So you're going to probably want to get a physical copy of this, or at least a digital photo, so that when you're playing the record, it can come up on your iTunes.
yes.
All right, very good. We also have Ming here, who's an amateur sports critic.
Yes, can't wait till this is over. I can go buy a Thunder shirt.
Yeah, at least half a Thunder shirt. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll probably have to like bungee up, cinch up some stuff.
Yeah, probably, because it's going to be probably a little too tight on one side and a little loose on the other, and it's going to be loose on the side you want it tight.
That's you're talking about my life, brother.
Yeah.
That's my life.
Yeah, I know I am. All right, well, we need to get to our next guest. He is a financial advisor. Oh, interesting. Please welcome Doug Gropes.
Hi, Scott. How are you? You go ahead, answer, or don't answer. It doesn't matter. I want to get down to business as fast as I can, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Okay, can I just ask you right away?
Can I answer?
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? And where do you see yourself 20 years from now? And where do you want to be?
Well, I want to be alive.
That's a great start. I love that. Everybody give him a little round of applause for that. That's a great start. You want to be positive. You want to be alive. Go ahead.
Go ahead, what? I mean,
Where else
should I
you
go
wanna
back
be?
to the beginning? How am I?
Financially, where do you want to be? Think of a stack of money. You want a stack of money that's 1 inch tall, or you want a stack of money that's 2 inches tall, or do you want a big, fat, huge effing stack of money?
You can say that word if you want.
Oh, effing?
Yeah, you can say that.
I don't swear. It's not part of my positivity, and I don't do it. Okay? You can swear if you want. That's your life. Where I want to meet you is on the financial level. What do you
Okay.
drive for a car?
For what?
No matter
for a car.
no matter what you say, it's the wrong car. Let me take that off your shoulders.
Because there's always a more expensive car out there.
Exactly.
Right.
See what we're doing now? We're connecting.
I guess. Can I tell you how I am?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, great. No, that's all right. And you're right to point out that I did not allow you to
By the
say
way,
how
this,
you were doing.
This is Aparna over
It's
here.
nice to meet you. A
Nice
pleasure to
to
meet
meet
you.
you. This
And I'll have questions for everybody if you don't.
You have
and
questions for people?
I have questions for everybody. Hey, hey, if you're a pirate, you want to dig for treasure, guess what? You need a shovel, and my shovel's questions. Okay?
Okay, sure. This is Ming,
Ming.
sports
Hi.
critic.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
What
to meet
happened
you.
to the side of your the pant?
I am like a balloon animal the day after the kids' party.
Okay.
It's a little bit still air, and some is not so much.
Great. Okay. That I've seen that
Asked
before.
and answered, yeah.
You know what? Our physical bodies aren't important to me anyway.
We're
I
all
don't-
just trapped in these bodies that our parents gave us. And,
They're
you
just
know,
human wax. We're just human wax, and we're ready to melt down at any moment. What's
yeah.
important is
sometimes someone can sculpt it. You know, someone can make wax figurines occasionally, and that's what
all the time.
bodybuilders are.
That's a great point, Scott. I like some of the things you're saying, and I like your positivity in life.
Which
what I'm
things
interested.
do you not like that he said?
Yeah.
You like some of the
Yeah,
Mang,
it's
that's
a
a
little
great
insulting.
point. That's a great point, Mang, and you bring up a really solid point. And I'll get to that eventually. I have you can see this stack of paper. I'll write that down.
that's
we're
a-
gonna
that's
get-
a
we'll
really
circle back.
paper.
We'll
Messy
circle back.
stack of paper.
Well, I
that's-
take notes because my mind works so fast that sometimes I don't have time to go through
Some
everything.
of those notes. Well, let me look at that paper.
You can look at it if you want. You can look. I have got nothing to hide. Okay, I'm an open book.
Some of this paper is from like 6 years ago.
6 years ago. You got it. You nailed it right on the dot. It's from in fact, 99% of those notes are from 6 years ago.
What happened 6 years ago?
6 years ago was a rough week. I got way behind and I have not caught up. Okay, but that's not important, and that's not why I'm here today. I'm here today to talk to you about how do we prepare your future so that when you retire, and I don't care, this is the thing, I don't care if that's in 5 years, I don't care if it's in 20 years, I don't care if it's in 100 years.
Shouldn't you care? First of all, it's not going to be in 100 years unless the
secret-
singularity happens and our consciousnesses are transferred into machines.
Okay, that could happen. I'm not about to judge the world
Should
or where
we
we're
be
going.
preparing for that?
We should absolutely be preparing for that. We could listen, 100 years ago, people were dead at age 20. Okay, that's fact. That's science.
That still happens now, though, I have to say.
When was the last time you heard somebody dying at the age of 20?
He's got me there.
Okay,
I
listen,
know.
that just doesn't happen these days. It doesn't happen. People are living longer and longer.
They're either living from age 0 to 19 or 21 through,
Thank you.
infinity.
You're reading my notes. Listen,
20 is
there's
a free
woman.
year. It's a guaranteed
It's
year of life.
impossible to
Yes.
die at age 20.
It's nearly impossible and impossible. The thing is that there's a woman in China right now who's over 200 years old. Over 200 years old.
Really?
She's very poor, and she cannot afford anything because she didn't take into account that she might live to 200.
Wow.
I want you to prepare for that. And how do you do that? You deal with somebody like me. I can set you up so that we take some of your money, and I'm assuming you're making, I don't know, over somewhere between $20,000 a year and $40,000 a year.
That range
It doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. What you're making doesn't matter. It matters what you do with it.
Can I ask you a financial question?
Sure.
Is the key to retiring having money so that you can live off that money?
No. And that's the mistake people make. They think that you need money when you retire. The thing is, you need to know how to use that money, where to put it, what banks, what accounts. Listen, I'm a financial advisor, but that also means that I'm a financial planner. What's the difference between the two? Mang? Doesn't even matter.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
It
So
doesn't
we're
even-
going to stop talking about it now?
No. This is
Okay.
where we dig down deeper. Hey,
Okay.
I'm a pirate. I got my shovel. It's questions. This is where I ask questions.
Do you think pirates carry shovels around? Is that your impression of a
I've
pirate?
never met a pirate that didn't.
I think
Have
of
you?
a pirate with like a sword or like a hook on
Look at
their
this watch.
hand,
Look
or-
at this watch.
Okay.
What does it remind you of?
It's an Apple Watch.
It's an Apple Watch. Do you know which one? Because there's a medium one, there's a lower level one, there's a pretty expensive one.
looks like
and
the
then there's
lower-
one that people are like, who would buy that? You can't afford that. It's
It
$20,000 watch. Who would do that?
That looks like the lower level.
This is the lower level one. Now, I couldn't afford that. But guess what? I admit that I can't afford that.
So why
I can't afford a lot of things.
You don't have the money for it.
I
so
don't
why
have the
spend
money.
it?
I have very little money. This is what I drive. I drive a 1981 Corolla. Why?
That's
Why?
really old.
Because you have to.
Thank you.
That's the only reason anyone drives that car, because
No,
they have to.
that's a misconception.
I mean,
Okay,
even a new Corolla is not the best car.
No, why?
But an 81.
Well, I make enough money that I could go to a Nissan dealership and I could sit down with somebody, but eventually they would look at my credit. My credit is not great.
Do you own the Corolla, or are you still putting payments on
It's
it?
leased. And I did get an awful deal on it. But this is the thing. I'm admitting all of this, and I am open about my financial situation. And hey, guess what? You can go to Bally's and you can get a fat trainer, and they can get you in shape, okay? Am I in good shape financially? Very bad shape. Very.
Okay.
But that drives me.
Okay.
That drives me to push you into a better financial shape, and that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, what do we do then? Like,
Would
Well,
you-
I need information. I got to shovel through it. I got to
Would
pirate
you
you.
recommend a dream board, a dream chalkboard, a list? Would you have a concrete thing that can be in my kitchen that I can use?
No.
why are you?
No.
You seem to be reaching into your bag, pulling out a dream board.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Well, I do have this dream board. You're gonna see on
Okay,
it.
look, he seems to. Meng seems to
that's
want to
it.
show us
Yes.
his dream board.
A lot of people,
Lot of body parts
go
on it.
down the wrong road of starting to create these vision boards or these plans, these written out
Well,
plans.
let's take a look at his. What do you have on
Bring it
yours,
out.
Meng?
I have a lot of organs and body parts that are complete.
Yeah, this
Yes.
looks like
Plump.
a
They're
this looks
plump.
like a medical textbook
Yes.
to me.
Is
Along
that-
with
Yes.
like photos of NBA players.
Yes, because these are my favorite guys to watch play, and and then these you'll notice there are also just pictures of some tendons and things I don't
Yeah.
have anymore.
Yeah.
Ligaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm completely
Don't have a
confused.
dream board for things you want. Don't do it.
Don't do it. And I'll tell you why, man. Because that's the question we're all wondering. We sit there and we wake up in the morning and we go, why? Why am I on this earth? I don't deserve to be here. I want to end
don't
I
know-
want to
I don't
end it
know that
all.
that's-
I'd love to go in my bathroom
No.
right now and shoot myself.
No, that's
or
not where
I'd
I'm
love
at.
to like turn on some sort of like gas and have my whole apartment building gas. But we don't do
The
it.
whole building, not
Yes.
just your own.
And why don't we do that, Scott? Why don't we do that?
Well, we have a personal
can't
responsibility not
figure
to
out
harm
how to
others.
do
Yes.
that.
It's
We can't
illegal.
figure it out.
We can't figure
It's
it out.
illegal.
So we don't.
It's
But-
nice that you're going to the bathroom to do it because
Yeah.
it's probably
It's less
easier
mess.
to clean up. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
considerate.
It would be.
Your fatalistic plans are at least considered.
Well, you're assuming I have tiled floor. I actually have a long rug.
Oh, no.
Oh wait,
You're
your,
not one of
your
those
bathroom is
guys.
carpeted. You have one of those.
It's not only
Carpet
carpeted, but
bath.
it's a long rug. Why do I do that?
Wall
And
to
why
wall.
do I do that? Why do I have a long rug in my bathroom? That's to remind me every time I go in there and I drip a little pee off the tip of my what do you call
Urethra.
it? Urethra. I drip a little bit of pee and it'll go into the carpet and I'll think to myself, this is what I need to remember, that someday this doesn't need to be the way I live my horrible life.
I
Right.
should never go to the bathroom at your house because I have that issue, and it's gonna get all in your carpet when
Yeah.
it
What color?
sprays
What
out the
color is
side.
your carpet?
What is it or what was it?
Both, I guess.
Okay, it started as bright white.
Really?
Bright white. Yeah, actually, I stole it from the back room of an Apple store. When I bought this watch, because I was so mad because I tried to get the same deal on all. I said, they're all watches. Give me the same deal. They wouldn't. I ran in the back room, grabbed the white carpet, sprinted out, got arrested, spent 6 months in prison. 6 months I spent in
6
prison.
months just for a rug.
Yes.
And they let
Yes.
you keep
well,
the carpet?
No, I stole several other things from the store.
Okay. yeah.
But
they let you keep the carpet.
they couldn't find it.
Okay.
When I was running out,
Yes.
No one wanted to go into your bathroom.
or no, I put it in the Corolla, and nobody wanted to go in the Corolla.
Okay.
The back room at the Apple store sounds swanky.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got white carpets?
Yeah. Well, they're not used. I think it was from a plan that never came to fruition. They were going to carpet Apple store. Did you know that? So,
Yeah, because I was thinking it usually seems
Yeah.
like concrete in
Yeah.
there.
usually it does. Isn't it
Sterile.
funny the word usually? Isn't it
don't
funny
know.
how we use the word usually? Because I'll go through my entire day and I'll say like usually. And that to me is saying like, oh, I'm too much I'm in the wrong place. I need to go unusually. And that pushes me into a new area.
That opens up your mind.
And then I can look at you, Scott, and say, how do we make sure you're comfortable when you retire?
I see. Unusually, I don't save money.
Okay.
Usually, I do.
But remember what I said. That has nothing to do with money.
Right.
Like
Nothing
it's
to do
like
with money.
unusually you don't drive a Ultima.
Yeah.
Usually you drive a Corolla. Right?
What? So can I ask Doug? What would you put in your wagon? I asked these guys. What would you
If
put
I,
in your wagon?
in the case of an apocalypse,
Yeah.
okay. First of all, I wouldn't use a wagon. I wouldn't have to because
you have the Corolla.
I have the Corolla, and I would fill the Corolla.
Is that a hatchback? What is that?
It's a hatchback with a racing stripe.
Grocery grabber.
It is dark navy blue with a slightly less.
So darker than navy blue?
Yeah,
It's a dark navy blue.
Yeah, with a regular navy blue stripe down the side.
Okay. Is that stripe perceptible to the human eye?
It's
or-
mostly rusted out at this
okay.
point. And even if it wasn't, it would be very hard to pick up on. But isn't that funny? What's hard to pick up on in this world and what's not hard to pick up on? Because the things that aren't hard are, guess what? The fruits at the bottom of the tree. What we want to do.
We want those hard fruits at the top of the tree.
No. We want to go down to the ground and find the fruit that is rotting underneath, in between.
So even softer
Why?
fruits?
Softest fruits. And that's, you can see on my notepad at the
Yeah,
top, I
let me
said
see.
soft fruits.
Yeah.
Soft fruits.
You just have that written like, it seems like hundreds of times.
It's the only thing written on.
On those papers,
The only thing on my paper is written as
you
soft fruits.
immediately when you were looking through them, I can't see them. You said
Yeah.
that these are 6 years old. Are they dated or can you tell the age of paper?
Well, that I am actually able to tell ages of things.
Okay.
Human beings, paper,
Okay.
buildings. Yeah, I'm really, really
Can
good at
that
that.
help
Can
him
you guess Meng's age?
Oh, yes. Can you?
Oh, I didn't want to say. I'm actually incredibly able to guess ages.
Okay.
You are 87 years old and 3 months and 2 days.
It's possible. I'm not going to tell you. So your guess is wasted because if you're right
Damn it.
or if you're wrong, I
I'm
will
pretty
not
sure
tell
I'm right.
you.
This is
pretty sure I'm
amazing.
right.
I love watching the interaction between two people like this, and it reminds me of how good we can be as a human race.
Okay.
Now listen
Well,
to
the
me.
reviews are in. Okay.
Listen to me, Scott.
Yes.
Give me an exact
You're
number.
not giving me a choice. Would you say, please, would you like to listen to me?
Do I want to hear no? No. So I don't give you the choice. That's part of what my program is. And it's not exactly a program because there's nothing to learn. But I'll tell you this. How much money do you have in your bank account right now?
I don't want to say.
Add it all up and just give me the number. We can't go unless you give me the exact number.
Why do I have to add up things? It should
You
just
know
be
what
the
I-
bank account.
Stop
like,
asking
total.
why and move forward. Get in the car and drive with me.
You want
How
me
much
to get
money?
into your Corolla?
Get into the
in the
feel
back
like
or in the
you were
passenger?
driving into
There-
a traffic.
You're not going to
though.
fit in the back because that's where my apocalypse boxes are.
He said it's not about money, and he wants to know the
Yeah.
money. So I feel like you're walking right into a
This
trap.
is some sort of
Yeah.
verbal
It's not
trap.
about
Gotcha.
it's not about the money, but just because it's not about something, listen, I can buy a bagel and it's not about the flavor's not about the flour. It might be about the cinnamon and raisins, but guess what? I still need to measure how much flour goes into a bagel. Listen, how much money
You have to measure the flour in the bagel you bought. You have to.
I
I'm
don't know
listening
I don't
to
know
you.
how you shop for bagels.
Do you
Mang,
count
but
on people not listening to you? Is
Yeah.
that what you count on?
This is not a scam. And I can understand there's enough scams in the world that people think this is a scam. But what you have to do is I need the number of your bank account and how much money
Wait,
is
You
in
need
there.
my
Wait.
bank account number?
Okay, if we keep asking questions, then we never move forward. I need the number.
The routing number is.
That's a great place to start. The routing number.
Where do you
and
want
just-
to end?
Just take a quick picture of the bottom of your check and send it to me. And
Okay.
that's how we get started.
All right, here we go. Ready? Are you okay?
Great.
Okay, I've just. And what's your email? How do I send this to you?
At
Oh,
Doug
you're showing. What? Doug Gropes.
Doug Gropes does it crazy.
But you just said at. It starts with at.
Yeah.
At the.
So just nothing.
Doug-
Just nothing at Doug Gropes does it crazy.
Yeah. Because I'm the only listen, I'm the only one who has ever signed up for this.
No need to specify because you're the only one who has this.
Great.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I can see why this looks like a scam, but I can assure you it's not. Once we get you started.
Stop rubbing my shoulder. Why? Just
No,
because you're
tense,
massaging
you're tense,
me.
and this is going to loosen you up.
Please
Listen,
don't touch my shoulder.
Listen,
it's
see this
very
area right here?
delicate.
Yeah, you're touching his left shoulder, which is
Well,
a
that's
Yes,
dangerous.
where you-
that's the droopy one.
Ow.
My God, that is so soft.
Yes,
That's
it's-
very soft.
It's like Jello in a balloon.
Yeah, that's like one of those stress ball things that you squeeze.
Oh,
That is- yeah.
It's great, but that means you're really relaxed. You, Scott, do not feel relaxed. And I
Yeah.
need you to relax if you want to look ahead to your retirement.
Just say, I don't want my financial advisor giving me massages.
What kind
while
of
he's-
car do you want to drive when you retire? That's a great question.
When I'm tired
This
or
is a
when I
gr-
retire?
No, when you're tired.
I shouldn't be driving when I'm tired.
No, that's a misconception among mostly Americans,
minute.
but all the world. You should always be driving when you're tired.
Okay, let me
Why?
throw a stick
Because
to-
you'll go down roads that you don't expect to go down.
Okay.
And then you start learning.
Yes.
That's when you learn.
I agree that when you crash, you learn something.
You absolutely-
learn
you-
what just became injured on your
Yes.
body.
Thank
Okay, but that's not a good thing.
That is a good. Can
All
I tell you a
learning
quick story?
is not good.
Can I tell you a quick story? I broke my leg in a car crash 3 years ago.
Okay.
I spent 3 months in the hospital.
For a broken leg?
Wait, wait.
Well,
a
they
minute.
asked me to leave.
He
but-
just said he
I-
car crashed was a month ago, and then he spent 3 months in the hospital.
Wait, no, I think
No,
he
he
said,
said it was 3
he said
years
3
Oh,
years
3
ago.
years.
I believe.
Okay, my
Man, see,
bad.
I know
My
you're
bad.
skeptical of who I am and what I'm doing. You're asking a lot of questions. Remember, questions only
bad.
lead. Yeah, questions
Bad.
only lead to bad
Questions
things.
bad, money bad.
So what happened in the hospital? You
sorry.
broke your leg.
I spent 3 months in there,
Sure.
and I met a man, and that man's name was David Ridley.
David Ridley.
David Ridley.
Okay.
Was
Who is
he-
it?
Should we write this
Wait, is that the
down?
end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
Oh my
but
goodness.
listen, that guy was. I met him. I didn't learn anything about him, but I would have never
Because
met
you
him.
did not ask him questions.
Wait,
No,
who is this guy?
exactly.
Some guy who just popped into your room because he got the
he
wrong
was
room?
He was a nurse that got the wrong room.
Okay, why are
he
you
came
in
in
the
and-
hospital for 3 months with a broken leg? Usually that's
exactly.
like a 1 hour type of thing.
This is a good. See, there are bad questions and there are good questions. This
Did
is
you
a good
just
question.
rent out the hospital room?
I didn't rent it. I kind of stowed away like a pirate. This is
Pirates don't stow away. They belong on their ships. And they don't carry
maybe
shovels.
Some pirates do, but some pirates don't. This is the thing. Isn't that funny? There's different types of pirates because you can have your pirates who lead, and you can have your pirates who are in the back of the wolf pack.
Which pirates get parrots?
Yeah.
What type of pirates get the parrot? Because not
Yeah.
all get the
Hey.
parrot, but some do. And why?
And is it better to have the parrot?
Yeah.
Well,
or
this-
Is
not?
that like a status symbol for a pirate to
Yes.
have a parrot?
Well, let me
This-
ask you this:
this is
Wouldn't
financial
it be
planning
great
in
if
the
all
Caribbean.
pirates could get a parrot?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Yes.
great?
Yes.
That would be great.
Well, it's
yeah.
possible. It's just not possible because we're not driving while we're tired. We're not going down the roads that we wouldn't think we're going down.
So we need to make sleepier choices in life.
Do you recommend doing all of your life planning at like 2 in the morning?
I
3
don't
in the
make
morning?
recommendations. I don't make recommendations. I will ask you questions and
Yeah.
then I will advise you, but I don't make recommendations. I want to know the amount of money that's in your account so
Yeah,
that
it seems like you're very concerned with my specific bank account number, and that's the main question you've been asking me.
Yeah, you are on target when you say that about me. I want to know the amount. I want to play with that money. I want to send it back and forth wherever.
Back and forth. Wait, to your account and then back to my account?
Whatever happens. Listen,
You want to make sleepy
you play-
choices with his money?
if you play a volleyball game, do you think at the beginning of the volleyball game, I wonder which side of the net the ball will end
I guess
on?
you're saying I don't want to keep this ball. You're saying I want to hit it over to the other side and try to score a point.
Yeah, exactly. So let's play a game of volleyball.
Do you agree with
your
that?
money.
With volleyball, you're
Yeah.
the sports critic.
Well, volleyball is very interesting because you can do it on the floor or you can do it on the sand. And I think all sports should have this option.
That is so
Right.
I
Like
would-
baseball.
Great point.
Baseball should be on the
Oh,
sand.
yeah.
It would be great because they're already having like picnics anyway. So why not
Yeah.
just have a cooler next to first base?
That's exactly right, man.
Right.
Picnics are great. Let me ask you a question. How much money do you have in your bank account, man?
Okay,
Oh, man.
this is
not much. It's probably like $86. I am very.
Why-
I'm on
you-
a tight budget.
Yeah, you don't spend a lot of money. Why do you have so little of it?
You don't spend what you don't have.
That's not true. That's a misconception
Okay.
among Americans specifically, but all the world as well.
Why are you talking about Americans so
I
much?
focus on Americans because that's the corporate world that I'm involved in. Listen, you don't take a guppy and take him out of his fishbowl and put him in with a bunch of sharks and expect him to know the language over there. Okay, he's probably going to get eaten. This is the bottom line, though.
Because of a language
So
barrier?
your PIN number to your ATM has to be 4 numbers. It can be up to 8. What's yours?
There's never been a PIN number that is 8 numbers.
Well,
Never
that's because we haven't been driving while we're sleeping, and I'm making air quotes
Never.
because I'm not saying technically, but I also mean literally we're not driving while we're
Yeah,
sleeping.
what were you making? You were making air quotes the entire time since you came in here.
No,
You've been
before-
making air quotes.
No, that is a right now. I'm doing a exercise routine where I imagine that's imaginary scratches.
All you've been doing.
Those are
you've been
imaginary scratches.
like lotto scratchers. You've been
no,
doing?
no, no. It's like
Okay.
I meet imaginary.
That is an
people in my-
odd technique to be scratching lotto tickets.
Thank you, and I take
read-
that as a compliment when somebody says that's an odd technique. I go, thank you.
I read that if you do air quotes while you give financial advice, that this is you can get legally get out of
legal
things
problems.
in court, and
It
that's what
doesn't
you're
matter.
doing.
I mean, if
because you
that's
can
true-
say I was talking kind of about, I wasn't saying that. I was
Yeah.
saying
That is
kinda.
absolutely true. That's not the reason I was doing air quotes, but
Okay.
that is true. If suppose you were to send
Yeah.
me your money, and this isn't going to happen, but we'll see if it happens later. If you send me all of your money and the exact amount that's in your bank account, so that we can start setting you up
All
for
of it.
Playing
Yes,
with
I
it.
get it.
all of it,
Playing
and don't
with it.
skip if there's an ING account that's attached that you transfer back and forth from. I want to know that
That's
stuff
the
too.
first thing that you've said that actually has to do with financial stuff. ING
Yes.
account.
Great. See, now we're talking on the same level, and we have the language
Mm.
down. Now we can get down to brass tacks. How old do you want to be when you retire?
I'd love to retire right now.
It doesn't matter.
Today.
See, what I'm saying is it doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah.
What you're doing is you're starting to think about numbers. What you need to be doing is just sending
Thinking
me
about the
numbers.
absence of numbers.
Right. Now
So
we're
like zero.
getting it.
Is
Okay.
ing the only company that is a suffix, or are there other suffixes?
And what about
companies?
prefix companies?
Yes, like
Like pre.
Like pre. Yeah.
Pre is actually that is another bank. Pre is a bank. B is a bank. These are all constraints that we put on ourselves. So I don't believe in banks. I don't believe in banks because I believe that the banks are out to scam us, to take our money and hold it for the wrong reasons. What I'm saying is, I'll hold your money. And for a little while, maybe the volleyball game goes on, and I give you some back when I think it's appropriate for you to have money.
And then I win if my money is in your court.
You win,
and it's
at the end of the game, money's in my court, and
you fumble it, and you drop all my money. Then I
drop
win.
it. I go to a Nissan dealership and I buy a new Sentra. Then do you go in your mind? Do you go like, no, but that's not going to help me down the road? I go, no, stop thinking like that. You have to allow me to spend a lot of your money.
Okay.
And then we'll get to the bottom of it.
So it takes money to make money, or it just takes money?
I've never heard that. What is that? What is that?
That's an aphorism for how
it takes money
to make money. Meaning you have to spend some money.
You never heard it, and it's so foreign you couldn't even remember what he said a minute ago.
I still don't remember it.
Wow, that's a very.
Do you remember? Wait, do you have some sort of amnesia? By the way,
I don't have a great memory.
What are our names? What are our names?
No idea. But that's the thing.
If you had to guess,
Dylan, Crenshaw, and Bobby.
Okay,
but that's a guess.
Bobby.
See, this is it not? That was the only one I was very sure.
Wait, Bobby is the one you were sure about. That's a Parna.
Okay.
It's nothing like that.
But
now, what did I just say?
I have no idea.
What is her name? I just said it.
Bobby?
No. See, you remember Bobby. It's for some reason Bobby is stuck in your mind.
No, people have told me that I guess Bobby at a lot of things. I'm constantly guessing Bobby.
Bobby is a child that cannot speak well yet trying to talk about a Barbie.
Does it matter
I want my Bobby.
if we can remember? What good is memory anyway? If I'm looking ahead to helping you save, and I'm assuming, I don't know what we've talked about so far, but I'm assuming we've talked about some sort of financial
Stop making
planning.
the air quotes. This is just like
I'm scratching again. I'm scratching again.
By the way, you're making air quotes on my body. You're like digging holes into my body.
You're very tense. You're very tense.
I thought you were massaging me before. You're just making air quotes on my shoulders.
I'm scratching you. And
this is very.
But bottom line is, I want to help you.
Bottom line this for me.
Yes, you got it. This is what I'm talking about. Let's make a deal.
Because you are exhausting. You're like it's difficult to listen to.
And
you.
isn't that funny?
Agree.
Isn't it funny how we get in these situations?
It's not.
You are
funny.
sapping my energy.
And somebody is exhausting, and it's like, what do you do?
No one
you're
can.
doing the right
No one
thing.
can get a word in edgewise
You are
with
a
you.
human
Bottom line
vacuum
it.
cleaner of
Bottom line
energy.
it.
You
Thank you.
suck out my soul.
Thank you very much.
I mean, a vacuum cleaner is
That's
nice
a
to
great
have
thing.
around the house.
Who doesn't have a vacuum cleaner? I don't, but I could use one for my bathroom.
What?
For your bathroom, yes.
My
you
bathroom
need one.
definitely could use a quick wet vac.
Oh, yes, wet, dry.
Yeah, I never did tell you about my bathroom. My bathroom has a
I think
white
you
rug.
did. No, you did. You did.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Those
great.
rugs
You did.
bottom line,
You went
outright.
into it in great detail.
Bottom line it for me. Bottom line it
No,
for me.
you're the one who's supposed to bottom line.
Yeah,
What are
you
you
are
offering?
supposed to.
Why did you
No.
come here, and what are you offering?
You are-
No,
Because
this
I
is
don't-
no. You came here to me.
I came to you. Right. I'm sorry. Okay,
What?
so I will offer you this. I'll take your money. And I will turn one apple into 12. I'll turn a half bushel of mandarins or cuties into a full crate.
Okay.
How about stocks? How about stock? Yes, not how is a better answer question than stocks?
Bobby, hold on. Listen, how do you do that? How do you deal with stocks? How do you deal with
You combine
somebody's money?
questions
Why are you asking
into a
us-
question that
What
no
am I
one
going to
asked.
do? What am I
You
going to
just
take
combine
somebody's money and where am I
two
going to invest
questions.
it? Where am
Yeah.
I going to put it in stocks? Am I going to put it in bonds? Am I going to put it in
You
a
can't be
401k?
asking us that. You can't.
No, hold on. I'm on a call right now. No, where
Hang
am I
up
going to
the
put it?
phone. Hang
No,
up the phone.
I'll figure out where I'm going to put that. Okay. Thanks, Dennis. Sorry.
Why did you do air quotes around your phone?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
I was
constantly.
scratching the phone. It has some
Look,
peanut butter on it.
Doug, we don't
yes.
have any more time.
No, we don't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No.
We don't have any more
I
time
know
to
we
listen
don't.
to you.
No, we don't
I'm
have time
sorry,
to listen
we're
to
running out of
anyone.
time.
So I'll be in touch.
Okay, you're right here. Don't leave.
I am right
Yeah.
here.
Okay,
I'm
look,
right here.
We just have time for one final feature on the show. Okay, that's a little something that we call plugs. right. Well, in the middle of hearing that one, I realized we already did that one. But congrats to Total Yuppies for getting on the show again. That's called Fuzz Plug. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was from about a month ago. I think we first heard it.
Everything is being a month flashback right now.
Yeah, boy, very odd. What are we plugging here? Aparna, obviously we have the record, just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing you want to talk about, or you got other stuff?
I mean, I'm after it comes out, I'm doing a little tour.
And
for
it has
July.
come out already. So
and it has come out, and
what
I'm
dates?
on a little tour right now.
And well, what where can people figure out the dates of where you're on tour?
Well, my website is aparnacomedy.com, and it has the full schedule on there.
Okay, fantastic.
3-hour tour.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
What does that mean?
That's Gilligan's Island. Who's
Theme
went on a
song.
3-hour tour.
But why did you say it
Well, she's going
regarding
on
what she was saying?
She's also going on a tour.
But it's not 3 hours.
We don't know that.
So you
Did
just hear
ask?
a word and then you sing a song that has that word in it? That's like some sort of like mental illness.
Well, it's a way I cope with my physical illness.
Isn't that funny?
You know?
So you use mental illness to cope with physical illness?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of mental illness, Ming, what do you have to plug here?
Well, I'm going to be on this CISO show, Bajingalanger Brokers or whatever.
Bajingling Brokers?
When
Yeah, I've
that
heard of
comes
this.
in the second season, I'm going to do that. And
Yeah.
then also this guy, Stephen Karam, won last night the Tony for the play The Humans.
We're talking about a month ago
he's
this happened, right?
About a month ago. Just like when that song you
So,
first
but you
played
just
it.
TiVoed it.
I
Yeah.
TiVoed everything. For me, everything's last night because of my TiVo.
Right.
And so he won that. And that guy wrote a play called Speech and Debate. I'm going to be in that movie of that play, not the one that won the Tony.
Right, but there's a movie of a play? This is very confusing.
Yeah, a play starts out a play, then they make a movie.
They make a movie of it,
of
right.
the play.
Sure.
It's not that crazy. It's like imagine if Twilight was a play instead of a book, and then they made that into a movie. It's like that. If it's hard for you to imagine.
Okay, no, this is making sense
Okay,
now.
now you
I'm
get
imagining
it.
Twilight as a play instead of a book, and
It's
it's a parallel universe
Yes.
to ours.
It's like what if Red Book the magazine made a movie like Red Book the movie? Then
Right.
you do the movie based on the women's magazine.
yeah, Better Homes and Gardens, the movie.
The movie.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
obviously is a well that has not been drained.
They
yet.
haven't made a lot of movies out of magazines. You know what I mean? It's like
I
you think
would love
they have a
that.
built-in PR opportunity that
Yes.
like if Entertainment Weekly made a movie called Entertainment Weekly the magazine and then it wrote
Right.
about it in every issue of Entertainment Weekly, think of the press.
They would have a locked up cycle of we'd be trapped in their web. Yes.
All right, Doug. What
Yeah.
what are you
Hi.
plugging? Hi.
You know what? I don't
I
like
hate to ask because
I
you
know.
were sleeping there for a second. I woke you up.
It
Unfortunately,
was more than a second. I've been sleeping for a long time.
You were still making air quotes in your sleep,
yeah.
though.
Isn't
so
that
that's
funny?
why I thought you were awake. And
It's
then,
interesting, right? Listen, check out Bajillion Dollar Properties on CISO. Season 2 is coming out in the fall.
Yes.
I do all the financial planning behind that show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You didn't know that.
Oh, I produced that show, and I wondered why I hadn't gotten any checks yet.
Yeah. We're working on that.
Oh, boy.
But again, the money doesn't matter.
Yes.
So why did you come here today?
Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
Bobby. Yes. That's a Bobby.
I want to plug, next week I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con. Friday night, we have a show, and it's sold out, but try to get into it. And then the following week, I'll be in Montreal at Just for Laughs. Paul F. Tompkins and I are doing a live comedy Bang Bang there, along with some special guests. And then come August, Australian tour, we have August 25, 26, 28, and 29. We'll be out there. Lauren Lapkus, Paul F. Tompkins, myself, maybe special guests. We'll be out there in Australia doing a tour. So check that out. And then the back half of Comedy Bang Bang, season 5, that'll be out in the fall. All right, that's it. Let's close up the old plug bag.
Gonna listen to some plugs. Gonna listen to some plugs. Gonna listen to some plugs. Gonna get my info out. Gonna get my jobs on. Talk about. Gonna listen to talk about it. Talk about my job. Some plugs. Gonna listen to some plugs.
All right, guys. Really interesting show. Hanging out with you guys. Aparna, it's always great to see you. And when do you go back to New York?
Thursday. of
a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Right. Okay, great. And
Thursday, I'm in love, except if it's Friday, right?
see, there was not even a word used that's in that actual song, other than half of like the suffix of day.
I'm just maintaining my attitude.
Right. That's keeping you cheerful?
As my body deteriorates. That's
Right.
all I can do.
Okay.
I'm trying not to be a negative person, like saying, hey, I got a sold out show. Come try to get in. I can't, you're
How
not
is
going
that-
to be able to. But here is I have some food.
You think I'm a negative person?
Well, it's like me saying, hey, I got some chicken. I want you to eat it. I'm going to hide it somewhere in Los Angeles. Good luck. It's nice to offer, but then if you can't really take people up on it, it's not nice.
Okay, I apologize.
You just hid chicken in LA for people.
I apologize.
Hey, I'm Doug Gropes. It's great to be here. I want to get down to brass tacks.
Okay, no, we don't need to bottom line this at all.
No, where do you see yourself in
Okay,
10
look, we already talked about this. Bobby, go
did.
back to sleep. Go back to sleep, Bobby. Oh my gosh, he went back to sleep. Okay, we'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Ackerman.